Srisha, can you give me a summary of what did you do yesterday?
So I think did I send the recording now?
Yeah, they did, but actually it was like I could just understand heard the recording.
Definitely, definitely.
I was not
So
able to. So
actually in the last session we have finished writing the test cases. That's it. So test case means you know already how to write it, right? In the last session
yeah.
we did. Okay. So total test case only I just finished writing how we are going to write everything.
Okay.
So how we are writing is if you take each and every module, okay. So we are going to write the test case for three combinations, right? Enter valid data in agent name field and click on agent, say click on tab
Oh,
order,
okay. You
click on
okay? You
cancel.
just finished this.
Yes, all these tests.
Okay.
I just finished all these tests. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
So all of you please start recording.
I started.
Okay. So yeah, agent name, everything I just finished, Ankita. That's it. Okay. If you see the recording file, you can able if you see these test cases, you can able to understand.
Yeah.
Just see that one once again. If you are having any doubt in the next.
And I wanted to ask you one more thing. The application that you are using,
Mhm.
that login page, do you have that application as a file in your PC so that you can mail me that also?
Okay, if you install QTP, that application is installed. Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay, I will send, I will display it. Okay, no worry.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so after finishing writing those test cases, okay, so we are finishing all those test cases. Okay, if you see these test cases, you can able to understand, Ankita. After finishing these test cases, okay, we are going to
Yeah.
prepare data. So test data means if you want to test the application, some input data or input value required, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that we are already prepared as a data. So for this we are using some design techniques that we are calling it as a black box testing techniques. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
black box testing techniques. So here what we are done, first one is equivalence class partition. So boundary value analysis. Boundary value analysis means what? When range kind of input we need to give, then we are using boundary value analysis. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this
Yeah.
is okay, lower minimum equals to minimum minus 1, minimum plus 1. Maximum equals to maximum minus 1, maximum plus 1. Means what is the example is? For example, our agent name, this is the agent name example. The field should allow only alphabets of minimum 5 to maximum. So range is given, right? Minimum 5 to maximum 8, some range is given, right? Then we can use
Yeah.
BVA. Okay, how we are going to prepare
Mm-hmm.
BVA means? So what is the minimum value as per the requirement? Minimum is 5, right?
5. Yeah.
Okay, so it shows it accept only alphabets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Five alphabets. So as per the requirement, five
Yeah.
alphabets is validated, right? So
Uh-huh.
minus one equals to four. Okay, four alphabets I am giving. Four is valid or invalid? Invalid data, right? It should accept
Valid.
minimum five, right? So like that, I am preparing test data like this. This is the boundary value
Okay.
analysis. Okay.
Yeah.
Examples, just check it out. Okay.
Okay.
And second one is equivalence class partition, ECP. Equivalence class partition means what? Observe. When more than one requirement is given, then we are using ECP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So means, for example, the field should allow only alphabet. That is one requirement. Range is given like minimum 5 to maximum. And that is another one. And it should not be left empty. That is another one. Means, right? So
Yeah.
if more than one requirement is given, then we are using ECP, right? So like that, work will be processed. Clear?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like that work will be processed. Okay, next. Okay, so how we are preparing means, observe, here it is. Okay, so BVA I just prepare like this, minimum minus 1, and so ECP means, observe, when I am giving this input in a capital letters, all capital A to Z alphabets, if I give, whether it is valid or invalid. So it is valid, and why? Because it doesn't specify it is case sensitive, means it only accept alphabet. It doesn't mention that capital letters only accept, small letters only accept, like that. Okay, so if it is in capital or small alphabets, it is valid only, right? And blank values is invalid. Why? Because in the requirement it's clearly specified. It should
Yeah,
not
it
be.
should not be left empty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then special characters is involved, means except alphabets, special characters, point ranges, digits. Okay, alphanumerics means combination of alphabets and numerics. Everything is invalid. Okay, so
Yeah.
like that I just prepare test data. Test data. So this is the agent name test data, and this is password test data, right?
Okay.
So that's the test data I just attached. That test data I just attached over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, execution also finished. Oh, we finished execution in the last
Okay,
session.
this is the test data that you attached is like by the hyperlink,
Yes,
right?
exactly. By the hyperlink only.
Okay.
Okay. So after
Yeah.
that, I think the execution phase also we finished.
Okay.
Okay. So we just executed all those test cases. Means, okay. So just what we need to perform action which is described in the description column,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So then what happened? So actual result what happened? Here it is what happened. We are just checked and both are equal. For example, open the application by clicking on it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
So
opens.
for example, when I'm trying to open the application, it is opening or not, I am checking it. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is open, so actually expected result what happened? Application should go to open. So observed value and expected result both are equal, then we are actual result we are writing it as expected.
Yeah.
If not actual result we are writing it as a not as expected. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like that
Okay.
or fill
And
in.
this pass and fail, I not able to understand this.
Pass and fail means observe. Here we are comparing actual result with expected result.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Means in this we are comparing actual result expected result. If both are equal, then only we are writing it as expected here, right or not?
Yeah. Okay, so
So
for as expected it's pass and for not as expected it's fail.
please, right, clear it is.
Okay, yeah.
So guys, clear
Okay.
overview.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, so next we are in bug tracking. So now we find some defects, right? With that we are going to be prepare the defect profile, right? So how we are going to be defect profile, I will explain you clearly. Okay, so how we are going to prepare the defect profile, I'm going to explain you clearly. So observe, once we've once the test case is got failed, okay, then we need to prepare defect profile. Okay, so how we are going to defect profile, I will explain it clearly. Okay, so observe, I'm going to take a new Excel sheet, right? Defect profile. So under this, to prepare a defect profile, okay, what are those means? Observe, first one is serial number. Okay, second one is defect ID. So what is the defect ID? Next one is build number, on which build you found out. Okay, you need to specify the build number. The next steps to defect, on what step you find defects. Okay, so like that, steps to defect. The next, defect description. Okay, the next, defect description. So the next, defect description, right? Okay, so after that, severity. What is the severity of the defect also we are going to give it. Next, priority. Okay, and status. So like that we need to follow these many steps. Okay, so what is mean by this? Everything I will explain it clearly. Okay, no issue. So first one is serial number. So serial number is obviously 1, right? And observe, defect ID will be the 1. Why? Because so total this is the first defect you just identified, right or not? Okay, this is the first defect you just identified. So bull number is, observe, in this situation, bull number, how we get the bull number is, observe, for example, okay, so for example, developers. So developer, as per the requirements, developer will develop the build one, right? So that build one we are tested on, that build one only we are having some defects are there, right? Okay, if we are sending these defects, we are preparing this defect profile and sending this one to the developer. After that, they just rectified all those defects and they release build 2. Okay, if any defects you found on the bull 2, in the bull number you are write it as a bull 1, bull 2, right? So in the situation, bull 1 only we are having defect, in the first bull only we are having defect, so we are specifying it as a bull 1. So I will explain you. Okay, in the bug tracking we will discuss about the bull 1, everything clearly, you can able to understand. So steps to defect, what is the steps to defect means, observe, and what step we found defect. So what is the first defect? Here it is, right? So not okay button, here in the agent name, here it is also we have, right? So on what step we found defect, observe, enter invalid data in agent name, right? Enter invalid data in agent name and click on OK button, we found defect, right? In this step we are having defect. So observe here, in this situation what happened? If you enter invalid data in agent name field and click on OK button, what happens? So actually we are happy, what we are expecting. So pop-up message should display please enter valid data, but what happened, it is please enter password it is asking. Okay, the problem is please enter password it is asking. So what we need to do is, observe, instead of pop-up message, like please enter valid data, so what we are expecting, instead of pop-up message please enter valid data, it is displaying please enter password, right or not? It is displaying please enter password. So like that we are going to write the description, we need to describe the problem. After that, severity and priority status. After finishing the defect profile, I will explain what is the severity, what is the priority. Okay, so observe here, in the second step, how we can able to go ahead. So serial number will be 2 and defect ID will be the 2 only, right? So on which bull number we are having, so observe, bull number is, on which bull we are having thing means bull number is same bull only we are having defect, right or not? Bull number 1, right? Right only not. So on that bull down, this is the second defect we identified, right? So what is the step? On what step you found means, observe, go to the second one, where it is, here it is, right? On what step? Enter invalid data in all fields and click on OK button. In this step we having actually, okay, so in this step we have, so I just click on. After that, what is the description, how we can able to describe the problem? So actually what we are expected, observe, so we are expecting please enter valid data, but on that time what happened guys, incorrect password, please try again, right or not? Okay, if you enter invalid data in office, click on OK button, it says incorrect password, please try again. So observe here. One second. Observe enter invalidate in all fields. Click on OK. What happened? Incorrect password, please try again. So what we are expected actually, please enter validate, right? So we have to mention like that. So instead of pop-up message, right, it is displaying incorrect password, please try again, right? Okay. Like that work will be processed, right? So like this we need to prepare defect profile, and what about the severity priority I will explain. Okay, so coming to here, severity means how serious the defect will be described here clearly. Okay, so severity means how serious the defect will be described here clearly. So observe how serious it is. Observe, for example, it is divided into four types. What are those means? Observe. Fatal, major, minor, solution. Okay, so severity means how serious the defect is will be described, and it is divided into four types. Okay, fatal, major, minor, and solution. So what is fatal, what is major, what is minor, and solution means? Observe. Fatal means when we are trying to open the application. Okay, when we are trying to open the application and it is not even opening. For example, here just assume I'm trying to open this application, it is not even opening. Application only not even opening, where we need to test, right? So simply on that time, so we are putting it as a fatal severity. Okay, we are putting it as a fatal severity. Okay, so observe. Major means in application when major functionalities are not working, then it is a major severity. Okay, in application when major functionalities are not working, then it is a major severity. And suggestion means it's not a defect, it's just a opinion we can give. Okay, so it's not a defect, so it's just a opinion we can give, right? Clear it is. So that is what I mean by the thing. And okay, so by this one, by this description in this particular defect, what severity we are going to give it? In this particular one, what severity we are going to give it? So let me know what severity we are giving. Anyone?
I guess a minor.
If it is a fatal, major, minor, or solution here?
Minor.
Minor means it's look and feel problems. Okay, so GUI means look and feel problems come under minor issue. Means if is there any spelling mistake, alignment problem, so like these are coming under minor issues. And solution means it's not a defect actually, it's just a opinion. Okay, if in case if we place this here, it maybe have like that, just a opinion we can give. Yeah. Anyone? It's a major. Why? Because major functionality only not working out there, right? Okay. Major.
Right.
Major. Major means the application major functionalities are not. It's not a fatal, right? Why? Because application is open. We can able to test it. It's not a minor and it's not a suggestion, right? Minor means it's a look and feel problem. Suggestion means it's not rating it as a defect. So major functionality is not working. Then it is a major, right? So then below one, so this one, what we can able to give it's a fatal, major, minor or solution.
I think that's the major two.
Exactly, that's the major also, right? Major only I'm going to give it out there. So like that, work will be clear it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like that, work will be processed. Then priority. So priority means what? How the work will be processed means observe. Basing upon a severity, priority is given by the developer. Okay. So see how the work will be processed. Basing upon a severity, priority is given by the developer. Observe. If it is a fatal severity, then priority will be the critical. Okay. If it is the fatal severity, then priority will be the critical. So within 2 to 3 hours, they need to resolve the issues. Okay, within 2 to 3 hours they need to attend. First of all, we need to attend that issue, right? So when it is a major one means what? It's a high priority, right? Within 24 hours they need to resolve the issues. Okay,
Okay.
so within 24 hours they need to resolve it. So then if it is a minor means observe it's a medium one. Okay, minor means it's a medium one. So within 2 to 3 days they need to resolve it, and solution means it's not a defect, it's just a opinion we can give, means we are treating it as a low priority. And observe whenever they get a chance they are going to resolve that way, right? So by using this one, okay, so which priority they are given?
High.
Exactly, it's clearly mentioned that if it is a major one, high priority is high, right?
Yeah.
So this one also
Yeah.
high, right? So like that. So what is the status, everything I'm going to explain. Okay. So observe here. Okay, so coming here, bug tracking. So now we need to discuss about the bug tracking on that status circle. Okay, bug life cycle means observe. I'm going to display picture one, picture presentation.
Hey, Sirisa,
Yeah,
can you give us an example for the minor one?
minor one. So for example, spelling mistake is there. Okay, so some spelling mistake is there. So that we are treating it as a minor. So actually in the password some spelling mistake is there. So in the object also it is displaying same like that. When we tested we identified. So password spelling mistake is there, right? That we are treating it as a minor. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Spelling mistakes and alignment. So all the fields are as per the FRS document, all the fields are available or not. Okay, alignment problems. Okay. So like that.
Mm-hmm.
Look
All
and
right.
feel problems. Basically, look and feel problems coming under binary. Okay.
Okay.
So the next bug tracking, right? So bug tracking means, one second, I'm opening one application. Bug life cycle. So how the bug life cycle will be okay, how the bug will be tracked, everything I'm going to explain here. Okay, so just observe, just put concentration, guys. First of all, client gives clear requirements, right? Okay, with that requirements, developer is preparing build, right, module application, that we are calling it as a build one, a module one, or application we are calling, right? So with that requirement, client requirement, developer is preparing build, right, build one. So after they are developer, what they are doing, they are sending to the testing department, right or no?
Yeah.
So as the testers, what we are doing, we are trying to find out is there any defect we identified, right? Okay, we are trying to find out is there any defects are there in the build or not. So if in case maximum some defects, maximum defects are found, okay, if in case there is no defects, means simply stop the testing, that project we need to release to client. Okay, so if in case we are having some defects, means maximum, okay, so maximum we find some defects. Okay, so we are going to be test, and if in case we found some defect, means we are putting it as a new, okay, we are preparing it as a new defect profile. Okay, we are preparing defect profile and we are sending to the developer. On the time we are putting the status as new, this is the new defect profile we just prepared, right or not? So on the time we are putting the status as new. This is a new defects, right?
Okay.
So right after that we are preparing the defect profile and we are sending to the developer. They are doing, first of all, they are going to be analyzed that is this defect is really defect or not. Okay, first they are going to be analyzed that is this defect is really defect or not. Okay, so then next what they are doing, okay, if they are treating it as a defect, so they are analyzed that yes it is a real defect, then what they are doing, they just put the status, they just open that application, they put a status as open, right, rectifications are done, right, so here they put a status as open, so they just open the defects, okay, and rectifications are done, so they just rectify all those defects. Okay, after the rectifications are done, they put a status as fixed. Okay, so they just means all the rectifications are done, everything is fixed, right? So after finishing that one, they put a status as fixed and release next build to the testing department, right? So they put a status as fixed and release next build, that is build 2, next build to the
Hey,
testing.
sorry.
Yeah.
When when the testers see some defect, then that is the new status for them.
That is the
Then the status will be new for the defect, right?
no when
Whenever they find a defect in the
yes,
application,
exactly.
and then when will it be open? When they are solving it or they have solved it?
Yes. So
When will
actually
it be open and when will it be fixed? Like, what's the difference between open and fixed?
open means they just open, they are going to review, they are going to see that one. Okay, so open means they are working on that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they are working on the defect. So fixed means everything is finished, they fixed the defect. So on that time they put a status as fixed and release, immediately they release the next build to the testing department, right? Means fixed means okay, the defect I already fixed everything and I'm going to release next build,
Okay,
right?
so when a tester has found a defect, it will go to the application will go to the developer, and then whenever they are working on it, it will be open, and then when they do it again, it's going to the tester after
Yes,
fixing the problem.
exactly. Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there is fixed and release next bull. That is a bull 2 to the testing department, right? So, observe in this situation, as a testers, what we are doing, again, we have to test is there any defects, or we are going to test, we are going to execute all those test cases, right? Why we are going to execute means we have to make sure all the defects are really rectified or not. or we found any new defects. So that's the purpose. We are going to re-execute all those test cases. Means we are going to retest again. In the second bullet 2 we are going to be retesting again. So if in this situation, so there is no defects, everything is fixed, there is no defects, means simply close the, okay, they put a status as close, means that defect is closed. Okay, they put the status as close and release next bullet to the testing department and release that project to the client, right?
Yeah.
And if in case in this situation they found some defects, so while re-executing time also they found some defects. So on that situation, what we are doing, they put a status as reopen. Okay, they prepared a defect profile. Okay, so they update the defect profile, they just update all the defect developer same time. Okay, they are sending the defect profile to the developer. So developer is also the same thing, he is also right now also doing same thing. First of all, he is going to analyze that the defect is really defect or not. Okay, after that, they analyze that yes, it is a really defect, means same thing, they put a status as open and rectifications are done and they put a status as fixed and release next bullet to the bullet 3 on that time, right? Next bullet to the testing department, right? So as a tester, same thing we are doing, we are execute all those test cases on that board, try to find out. Okay, we are going to execute all those test cases on that board. Okay, so in this situation, if it is there is no defect for means, then simply close that one. If we found something means, okay, so we have to reopen the test cases, right?
Yeah.
We are going to execute and we are sending to the developer, right? Where it is. Okay, so like that work will be processed and observe. So after that, what they are treating, so developers, what they are doing is they are analyzing that is the defect is really defect or not. So observe, when they are treating that one as a really not a defect, means when they are treating like that, means observe. Okay, so for example, they put a status as hold. Okay, so they are treating it is a really not a defect. So they are observing, oh, it's not a, it looks like not a defect. So on that time, what they are doing is they put a status as hold. Okay, they put a status as hold. So some internal discussions they are doing regarding whether I am treating this one as a really defect or not. Like that. So they just discuss among themselves. Then finally they just come to one conclusion whether I am going to take this defect as really defect or not. And second situation is tester mistake. Tester is also human being, right? Tester is also doing some mistakes. Sometimes by mistake. Okay. So it's not a defect. By mistake, tester is preparing that as a mistake and sending to the developer, and developer is analyzing. So it's stated that it's not a mistake. By mistake, tester is doing. Like, so on the time they put a status as tester mistake, right?
Yeah.
And the third one is as per the design. As per the design means, for example, actually what happened is, so just assume, okay, just assume here, first bool is released, that is only with the okay, so agent name, password and okay button only. Okay, just assume first bool is there, that is the agent name, password, okay button. There is no cancel and help button. Just assume cancel and help button is not there. Okay, so in this situation, what we are doing, first we need to prepare test cases, test data, right, and execute them. If any defects we found, we are preparing the defect profile and into the developer, right?
Yeah.
So developer, what he is doing, he is trying to rectify those defects. On that time, client is involved. Client has some changes. Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that? So client wants to add cancel and help button. So as per the request by the client, developer is adding cancel and help button and release next bool to the testing department, right? So in this situation, as a tester, what we are doing, we are going to re-execute all those test cases. We are going to test all the features except new features, right? Except new features. Cancel and help buttons are the new features, right? Okay, except new features, they are going to be test everything. So in this situation, okay, just observe. In this situation, okay, Okay, so in this situation, what they are doing? So they are executing. So we find some defects means they are trying to rectify those ones. They are going to execute all those test cases except new features. Why? Because we are not having any requirement for the new features, right? We are not having any requirement for the new features. Clear?
Yeah.
So we are not having any requirement for the new features. So in this situation, okay, in this situation, so we are finding some defects like cancel and help button. Some features are added. Okay, obviously as a tester we are making them as a defect profile. We are sending to the developer. So developer on that situation, developer what they are doing? Status like as per the design, it would be like this. That only. Please see the updated FRS. Like that status they are mentioned. Okay, so as per the client requirement they are added, right? Okay, that updated FRS we are not getting it. So what we are thinking, it is a defect, right? So on the time what they are doing is as per the design it would be like this. Please see the updated FRS, like that message they are passing. Okay, so that is what about bug tracking phase, bug life cycle. Clear it is, right?
Yeah.
So this is what about bug life cycle and total bug tracking. So after that, a sixth phase, that is a reporting phase. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sixth phase, that is a reporting phase. So reporting. So basically in a software company, a reporting process can be done in three ways. Okay, so what is means, observe. First one is classic bug reporting process. Okay, first one is classic bug reporting process. Second one is common repository oriented bug reporting process. And the third one is management bug reporting process. Means by using quality. Okay, so when we are discussing quality center, on that time we are discussing this one, but actually in a software company, generally these two reporting processes are done. Okay, anyways, by discussing management tool, I am going to explain this reporting process. Okay, up to that, just keep it aside. So classic bug reporting process means, observe. For example, so just observe here, we are test engineers like Ropali and Gaurav, Ashiv, Ankita. So you are test engineers. Okay, so observe here, like we are test engineers like Ankita, Gaurav, Ashim. Okay, you three people are test engineers. So logging is tested by the Ankita, flight reservation is by Ashim, open is by Gaurav. Okay, so obviously while testing time we find some problems, right? We find some defects. With that we are going to prepare defect profile. So first one is prepared by the Ankita, second defect prepared by the Ashim, Gaurav is prepared by third defect. So observe, after we are preparing defect profile, what we need to do? We need to send to the developer, right or not? And observe, here those defect profile we are not directly sending to the developer. In middle, our test lead will be there. So we are going to send these defect profiles to the test lead. So test lead through email, they are going to send that particular defect profile to the development team. Okay. So
Yeah.
developers, what they are doing, basing upon a priority, okay, they'll resolve the issues and release next build to the testing department. Okay, so in that next build also we are going to resolve, we are going to send through mails. Okay, observe here what happened is all the process of transaction is done through mails,
Yeah.
right? All the process of transaction done through mails. So in this is, we are calling it as a classic bug reporting process.
Okay.
Okay, all the process of transaction reporting process, all the process of reporting process done through mails, that is we are calling it as a classic bug reporting process. So observe in this situation, all the reporting process done through mail, is it is a safe thing? So through mails all that work will be going on. Is it is a safe one? No, actually, right? No. Why? Because all the thing is going on. So why? Because observe, all the like build and defect profile, everything is in a mail only. So they can forward it to anybody, right? They can able to forward it to anybody. So that is not a good process. So next, what we need to do? What we need to do? So what we need to do is observe. They introduced a repository server. Okay, so they're introduced for that only. They are introduced a repository server. So repository server means all the process of transaction done through one server. Okay, so observe. Okay, all the process of so observe. So we three people are prepared to defect profile, right? 1, 2, 3 defect profiles. So observe these defect profiles. Okay, these defect profiles we are sending to the test lead. So test lead, what they are doing through check-in process. Okay, through check-in process, test lead will upload these defect profiles to the repository server. In the repository server, some memory location we are already saved all those our project related everything. So through check-in process, they are entering into the repository server. They just upload all the repository, all the defect profile. So after the development, what they are doing, development team. So through checkout process, they just download defect profiles. Okay, and basing upon a priority, they are going to solve those defect profile, and they are sending nextable. That nextable also they are going to uploading into the repository server. After that, so through checkout process here, the testing team will download it from the repository server, right? So here what happened, all the process of transaction done through a repository server. Okay, so all the process of transaction done through this repository server. So this we are calling it as a common repository oriented bug reporting process. Okay,
Yeah.
common repository oriented bug reporting process. So this means all the process of transaction done through repository server. Here observe, authorized people only able to access the repository server, right? If unauthorized persons want to access means firewalls, these are the firewalls will block the access. Okay, like that workflow process, that is we are calling it as a common repository oriented bug reporting process. So that is the only concept of reporting process. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so next we are going to discuss about the types of testing. With that, manual testing will be ended. So total 16 types of testings are there. So tomorrow session we are going to discuss about the remaining 16 types of testing. Clear it is?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
like that work will be processed. Okay, okay then. So tomorrow, and one more thing guys, once again. So actually tomorrow also I am going to take the class. Actually what happened is, so in the next week 2 or 3 days I am not available.
Okay.
So due to my office work I am going to the out of station. Okay, I am going to my another organization. So I'm not available in the next week, maybe 2 or 3 days, 3 days or 4 days, I'm not sure of it. So that way, so this weekend I am taking the class Saturday and Sunday also. Okay,
Okay.
What
Same
time?
time?
yeah, same time only.
Okay. And Sirisha, can you mail me the Excel files, please?
Yeah, sure, definitely. All the class notes and Excel file, all of you I'll mail it to you. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, guys, is it okay? Ashim, Gaurav, Rupal, you
Yeah,
are
sure.
available?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
I'll make.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll meet at same time with the same link. Okay.
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 So
Thanks.
next week I'm not available. Means not a total week. So Monday I'm going to take the session, but I'm not sure. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not sure about that. And that's what. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Then we can meet at